So a handful of you guys have been telling me that this gay spa here in Ho Chi Minh City was pretty good and that I should go check it out. And so I did, because I love listening to my followers. But I gotta say, now that I went, what the hell were y'all on about? Now I do think I know the reason why maybe some of you guys had a really great time here while I had a okay time. And that reason is also precisely the reason why I do not go to any gay spas here anymore in Ho Chi Minh City. And that reason is you can't trust any of the gay spas here. In my experience, after visiting several gay spas, some of them several times, I realized that there is basically no quality assurance. The quality of your experience for the gay spas, the gay massages here in Vietnam is entirely dependent on your masseur. And even if you get the same masseur several times, honestly, sometimes they just don't act the same. And these masseurs at these gay spas, they change hands like crazy. Within a month, your favorite masseur may not be working at that gay spa anymore. He might be working at the neighboring one, or just, completely went off grid and is totally not available anymore. So there's just like no way to accurately determine the quality of these gay spas unless you try every single masseur in that one specific gay spa. And even then, if you manage to do that within a month, as the masseurs come and go, your assessment is already outdated. So far, none of the gay spas here in Ho Chi Minh City have shown me that they have like a baseline, foundational assurance of quality. Like, it doesn't seem like they train their staff at all. They all just act differently, even within the same gay spa. But anyways, that's why my most popular video, the one where I'm glazing up this one specific spa, that's why my opinions in that video is super outdated. Because again, there's just no baseline quality. Anyways, all of that to say, I tried the spa y'all been telling me to go to, and in my opinion, it was just violently average. But anyways, let's just get started. I'm gonna talk about it. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any footage of this spa because as soon as I started filming, the staff actually stopped me and actually went through my phone to make sure that I deleted all the footage of this place. Apparently, the owner really does not want anyone to film the interiors of this, of his spa. And while it was a bummer and I was not that happy about it, the receptionist was, very apologetic and very nice. So yeah, no footage from me, unfortunately. So we're gonna do it old school style as usual. We're gonna sit around this campfire and I'm just gonna tell you about my experience. So there I was, hot and sweaty. Because even after living here for 4 years, my Canadian ass is just a sponge for this humidity. Holy! So I walk into the spa and I'm immediately struck by this very citrusy and floral smell. A little overpowering, but personally, as someone who really likes citrusy and floral smells, I enjoyed it. Anyways, as I sat down, the receptionist offered me a bottle of water. And speaking of water, if you want a tripod water bottle, consider checking out ONIMATE, link in the description below. Anyways, the receptionist started asking me if I came here before, if I messaged the spa before, to which I said, no. And so he handed me an iPad which had like the menu and also a list of photos of all the masseurs that were there. And each guy had like, maybe 2 photos of them in a very like, classic money boy Photoshop style of photo. If you live in Vietnam, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And next to the photo is the person's name and then their height and their weight. And pretty much everyone in the spa was on the more slender side, or like they were just like kind of twinky. Like there were no muscle gods here for sure. So if you're like slim, slender, and twinky, this place would be good for you. Now, obviously being the titty king that I am, I picked the tallest and juiciest person that was available, and I opted for their most basic Thai massage, which was 250,000. And what I do appreciate about this place is that they are very transparent with their extra services and the tip required for those services. For example, the minimum tip, which was 300K, the receptionist made it very clear that that minimum tip came with a and if you wanted more advanced extra services, they listed out exactly what you needed to pay in order to get it. For a little stab in action, it was like 700, 800K. And if you wanted the masseur to visit a volcanic eruption with you, then I think the tip was like 1.2 million. Now, in my experience, other gay spas here in Vietnam have not offered this level of transparency before. Most times it's just something that you had to privately discuss with your masseur. So I think it's really great that this place does have this level of transparency. But now, onto the massage. So walking up to the massage room, you can tell that this is a very Vietnamese style of building, Vietnamese style of a home. Once you walk around the stairs and reach the 2nd floor, it's basically like the slim hallway that goes in this way and then that way. And both ends are like the rooms. The aesthetic of this place was trying to emulate high luxury with their, marble and the gold textures. But the massage rooms themselves were like, quite simple. Before entering the room, I was instructed to take a shower first. And the bathroom was this very small white room that was just extremely wet. If you're unfamiliar with Vietnamese or just like Asian styled bathrooms, this is a somewhat common occurrence, just letting you know. Because the shower and the toilet are, right next to each other, and sometimes those glass walls, they ain't be working. And also the toilets have like bidets which you have to manually hold, like a little hose. And so, when you're spraying yourself, sometimes the water be splashing, and sometimes they may use that hose to like clean the bathroom itself. So basically, if you're a foreigner, just be aware that extremely wet bathrooms are a thing. I don't know, I just thought I'd mention that. Anyways, I took my shower, and unfortunately, someone took a shit right before I went in, so it's not the spot, but you know, maybe some more ventilation would be nice. After I took the shower and left the bathroom, that's when the receptionist and another staff member ambushed me right in front of the bathroom. Like, they rushed up to me and they're like, hey, we need you to delete all your footage. And at that point, I was like still sort of wet. I was half naked, slightly dripping, holding my clothes in my bag in one hand and my phone in the other. So I admit I was like a little flustered and like kind of annoyed that they were trying to get me to delete all the footage of the spa I had, you know, immediately. And like, it's not like I was like shoving the phone up in their faces. I was just taking footage of like, you know, the interiors, the walls, the design of the place. But I also understand, you know, it's not their fault. It's just that they want to follow their boss's rules, right? So I get it. So yeah, I deleted all the footage, and after that, the receptionist was like, okay, yeah, thank you very much, sir. Now please follow your masseur into the room. And so I turned my head to look at the staff member and... wait a fucking minute. Him? He's my masseur? Sister. When I chose the guy, they clearly labeled his stats as being 180. Actually, on second thought, I'm not sure how tall exactly he was, but he was definitely taller than 170 centimeters, because I'm 170 centimeters. Taller than me for sure, okay? And his weight was listed as 76 kg. And also his photos made him look decently thick. And when I tell you that I was basically the same height and width as this man, and not to mention that this is post-parasite, okay? If you guys don't know, I had like the stomach bug, so I went from 69 kg to 62 kg in a month because I couldn't eat anything, okay? I shat out my whole life prior to coming to the spa. And this, you're telling me that this man, who's the same level of thickness as me, is 76 kg? Look. It's okay if you're a smaller dude. That's totally fine. But it's just the blatant deception. Even his face was just totally unrecognizable. Like, I literally thought he was just like a random staff member to support the receptionist and trying to get me to delete the phone footage, right? Like, just extra muscle or something. But yeah, I did not recognize him from the photo at all. I did not recognize him at all. Like, when the receptionist pointed him as being my masseur, I just felt like surprised, shocked, bamboozled, led astray. Like, just giving it the old eyeball test. Maybe he was like maybe an inch taller than me, but the stats were just like completely wrong, okay? Just false advertisement all around. And that just really turned me off from the whole experience. For all of their transparency, they were totally not transparent when it came to advertising their masseurs. And it's just so disappointing, you know? It's just an instant turn off. I'm like no longer in the mood because I just feel cheated and like catfished. And I don't know why these Vietnamese gay spas continue to do this bullshit. But anyways, I just like accepted my fate and just went into the room. And the massage itself was initially a little awkward, and that's mostly my fault. Because there was already like tension emanating off of me. Because one, I was feeling totally catfished. And then two, there was just that lingering general discomfort of being ambushed in front of the bathroom. So anyways, we began the massage with that air of animosity already soaking the atmosphere. And the masseur, to his benefit, he did make an effort to alleviate that tension and discomfort that I was feeling. He was like making small talk, he was being super friendly, and I do appreciate that, and it kind of worked. I was like calming myself down a little bit, slowly just sinking into the mindset of, okay, you know what, just appreciate this moment. I paid for the service. I'm already here, and you know what, this guy's actually pretty nice, so let's just try to enjoy. But then the service itself was, how do I describe it? So like, his massage style was like, it had the strength and confidence of a clueless straight man at the gym. Like, it was very firm and hard. And there were like multiple times when his fingers or like his knuckles or whatever, like they were like digging into like the bone of my shoulder. And it was overall just like not comfortable, kind of painful. But like I have done like, you know, actual physiotherapy kind of stuff before. So I understand that like, you know, when you're relieving knots in the muscles, it's supposed to hurt. But I don't know if this guy is knowledgeable in all of that, you know? So it was just pain. He was attentive though. And he was, you know, asking me if I was doing okay, if I was enjoying and liking the experience. Truthfully, no, but you know, but overall his attitude is like what carried the massage for me. Like he was just a friendly, pleasant guy. But like I said, his technique was very unsubtle. Like for example, at other more high quality places, like for example Clover Massage in Thailand, when they do their massage, they take it slow. They like, you know, press and like they brush up against your skin, and then they very slowly lead up to the sensual moments. Like they are experts in employing what I like to call the inner thigh tickle ball jutsu, where they just kind of like, you know, press the leg and then they just slowly like whoop, and they like whoop, You know, like they slowly build up the tension and they make sure that you're feeling good all the way through. But this guy, like there's just like very little to no build up. He'll just be like, roll, 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 and then whoop. He's got his hands in my butt crack. And then after sliding his hands through my butt crack like a credit card, he'll just continue to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like it really was like, if you can imagine what it would be like to get a gay massage from a very clueless but confident straight guy, like that's what it felt like. Like there were moments where it was like kind of like fine and kind of okay, and then like, oh, a little bit of pain, and then like, oh, he's in my butt crack again. Like it was just like sudden steps, like, you know? But anyways, the massage continued on and then finished, and it was like, you know, very by the books. Afterwards, when I went down to the lobby, the receptionist again was like very quite apologetic for, you know, forcing me to delete my videos, which again, I appreciate the attentiveness. And as I sat there booking my Grab to go home, the receptionist and the staff, who later came down to say hi to me or say goodbye to me, they made further efforts to make me feel welcomed. Like they were complimenting me and teasing me. Like the receptionist was telling the staff like, hey, you should give that cute guy a kiss before he ends up going home and leaving you forever. And like, it was just like little comments like that, you know? And yeah, I think it was very cute and appreciated that they made the effort to just make me feel good about myself. And I think that's what this place is good at, you know? Like they are trying to be very nice and attentive, and they're trying to make you feel good. And while I did not particularly enjoy the massage, I think the massage was carried by the masseur's like attitude and just general friendliness. That, along with their transparency in their pricing model, all of that is this spa's strengths for sure. But other than that, this place average as hell. Like, given that I kept hearing about this place from y'all, I was just expecting more. Like, it was just honestly like your typical average gay spa. I'd say there's definitely an audience for this kind of spa because all of their staff was definitely more on the slender and more twinkier side. So if you like your twigs, if you like that, you should come here. But personally for me, I'm not coming back. And in fact, unless someone can convince me that there is a gay spa here that is like a game changer, I don't think I'm going to another one. Like, it's all the same. And like I said, the gay spas here are just completely dependent on the masseur. There is never a baseline foundational quality assurance that I've experienced, at least so far. Like the quality is just too sporadic and too varied and too dependent on who you're getting as masseur that I'd rather just go to a gay sauna because it's fucking cheaper. And I know I won't get fucking catfished. Fuck off. And yeah, and that is precisely why I am not going back here. Just, again, feeling catfished. Anyways, that's it. That's everything I had to say in this video. If you came here and you enjoyed J Spa and you like this place, that's great. You know, I'm happy for you. Continue coming here, continue supporting the staff and the business. Just for me personally, nah. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions or comments or concerns about this place. I'll do my best to answer. And also let me know if you're coming to Ho Chi Minh City and if you're in need of a tour guide, because I am available to being your guide for the day. I'll make an itinerary for you and then personally guide you to all the hot spots and places that we're gonna visit, which includes visiting some of the gay businesses if you want. And yeah, just DM me if you want to know further details. And if you are traveling, you should really consider signing up for a Wise account because that shit is the bomb. It's like my favorite money app ever. It's like really easy to convert currency and the pricing is fair. No hidden fees. So yeah, if you want to check that out, everything's in the description. But yeah, everything I recommend, it's all stuff that I personally use every day. So anyways, that's everything I had to say in this video. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Even though I didn't like this recommendation, I'm still very glad that, you know, you guys recommended this place to me and like, you know, went out of your way to tell me about this place. It just wasn't for me, you know? But maybe the next one will be. So, you know, keep recommending me stuff. I'm very happy to receive your comments and your recommendations. And just because I didn't like this place, it's like not your fault, you know? Like I don't blame you guys for recommending this place to me. I blame the place, not you guys, okay? Just wanted to make sure that was clear. But anyways, that's everything I had to say for now. So thank you and I'll see you guys next time, okay? See you.
It's you, it's you.